Welcome to Straight Fire Media Flight School News Brief with your boy and your host, Ronnie J.
You know, a lot of people have issues when it comes to relationships. I don't know if society is just, maybe we are still deeply traumatized. I mean, every time I see a police officer behind me, even if I know I haven't done anything, but my heart starts beating fast, I start sweating. My thoughts leave me. Whatever I was thinking about is gone, and I'm worried about this fool that's behind me. That's not normal. That's not right. Something is to blame for this, and we all collectively know what it is, but nobody wants to accept it or even speak about it. Now, because of our fucked up relationships, we fucking up our children who are having more children, because sex is like the best therapy that we can really think of. And it's the children. The children are suffering. It's right there. I have a news story that made me think. I saw it this morning. And it was a woman who was accused. Well, she wasn't really accused. I mean, she did it. She admitted it. She killed her mother-in-law, threw her baby at the police, and then ran. Yes, this did happen. This happened, and it made me think about relationships. Now, this isn't necessarily a sexual relationship, but it's the result of one. Because this lady absolutely hated her mother-in-law. Because mother-in-laws can be overbearing. Hell, mothers can be overbearing. Parents can be overbearing to their children all throughout their life if certain things aren't put in check very quickly. Now, let me get into this story, and then you can determine for yourself. This is my editorial, but you are a free thinker. You have your own thoughts and opinion, and I'm not trying to bombard you with mine. But here's my take after we get into this story. Now, in Colorado Springs, Colorado, a self-professed bipolar woman, BPD, borderline personality disorder. I have one baby mama that has this. I diagnosed her myself, even though it's an unofficial diagnosis, since I'm no psychologist. Let's continue. A self-professed bipolar woman accused of stabbing her visiting mother-in-law to death in Colorado Springs apartment threw her baby at the police before escaping on foot, according to news reports. Now, Elizabeth Joy Rainey held her baby up to officers and told them to prepare to catch the child because I'm gonna run. When the officers asked her why, she reportedly responded, "Because I just killed someone." After one officer caught the baby, she hurled through the air. Another officer chased Rainey down and arrested her in the courtyard of the apartment building. And we're talking about 30 feet away. 30 feet away. Yeah, we're not talking about Gail Devers or Jackie Joyner Kersey here. No, this was like some fat, heavy-foot, flat-foot bitch who was just had something in her mind that wasn't right. So, you know, they can use psychology and get out of a felony charge, get that dropped to a misdemeanor. Anyway, let's continue. So, Rainey, 19 years old, mind you, told officers she was in the process of getting a divorce with her husband, Jason, whose mother, Deborah Rainey, 59 years old, was in town visiting the couple from San Francisco on Wednesday. Deborah's body was discovered by police after they arrested Elizabeth. According to court documents, Elizabeth had recently received psychiatric care after hearing voices that told her Deborah was going to take everything from her. She's going to take everything from you. You have to do something. Anyway, Elizabeth told officers she was tired of Deborah pushing her around, and she just snapped on Wednesday. That's right. She just snapped. According to the Gazette, Elizabeth told officers she threw boiling water on her mother-in-law, then threw weights at her head before stabbing her multiple times. Elizabeth also reportedly told officers she poured bleach into Deborah's mouth and nose. Oh my God. Elizabeth has a history of domestic violence and told officers she has bipolar disorder, but has not received any medication for the condition since she was diagnosed as a 10-year-old. Wow. And that's the cliffhanger they left us with. That's the end of the fucking story right there. Whew. See, you take these words in and you start to piece together the puzzle that's scattered all over the damn place, man. Kind of really makes you think about relationships, doesn't it? Yes, relationships. Like life, they're so fragile. I mean, like 1,000 times more fragile than a porcelain, fucking rare piece of porcelain china they done fucking dug up from a damn sarcophagus of some fucking ancient pharaoh at the bottom of a damn pyramid somewhere deep beneath the earth, buried. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just fragile as hell. You gotta really protect that shit. Now, there's no way to be 100% when it comes to vetting out your mate, because you have to vet out every family member as well. People's families be crazy. You know, people normally get murdered by people that know them or that are in their proximity. So who you put yourself around is very important, because people can take your life with just a couple missteps. Like, I'm sure the mother-in-law probably didn't hate that girl. She probably was overbearing. She probably was a very overbearing woman. It probably was parts of her that she didn't like, and you can feel people's energy. But you don't know the psyche of people, because everything in the world that's material that we can purchase, it's for that very reason. It's to hide whatever psychological issues you have. It's hard to recognize a psycho when they have money and they're draped in adornments and garments that you love and you idolize and you want for yourself. You ain't worried about how crazy this person is. You laughing at jokes that ain't even funny. These people look better than they actually are. The imagination is very powerful, and we have to keep that in consideration when it comes to relationships. What do you think? What are your theories on relationships, seeking out mates, and, you know, dealing with people and knowing that you have to deal with their family? What's your opinion on that? I'll be back with more news stories. Hopefully you stay very curious, and see you next time. This is Niles Amazon, Straight Fire Media News, coming at you.